All right, what's going on, y'all? So we got a 1986 Chevy Caprice box for you guys. Super clean car. If it's your first time here, we take you all around it, exterior, interior, throw it on that rack, and then take it on a test drive. So try to show you every single thing that I can on the vehicle. If you are interested in buying, 256-801-4409. We can FaceTime, and then we go from there. So again, 86 Caprice. Very, very beautiful color. Kind of remind me of like a copper, like a penny color. Very, very nice. Paint is pretty solid. There's only a couple imperfections that I noticed. If you follow us, you're probably looking for a box. First thing you'll notice different, we actually did 24s on this. We normally do 22s with the Vogues. The Vogues don't come in 24, so we got 24s with the black tire, black wall. Pretty clean setup, gives it an aggressive stance, and these are offset too. I think that's a 5-inch lip in the rear. I might be wrong, but either way, we'll check it out and see. Moving on down the door, no issues here that I can really point out. Chrome around it looks pretty solid. Everything looks pretty clean. The windshield along the passenger side, no cracks, no rock chips. Looking at the hood, I like to try and get it level so you can see there's no hail damage or anything. The rear quarter glass looks good. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, looking down this rear quarter panel, I don't see any waves or dents that need to be pointed out. Rear glass is solid, no cracks. And as I always say, you can see the quality of the paint underneath the lights. Pretty clear. You see that's a circle light, not too much distortion. Does appear to be borderline original, but I'm not sure. The rear bumper is solid, no rust, no pitting. I got a little baby dent right here. Looks like these lights have been cleaned up. They look pretty clean. You'll see when the lights are on at the end of the video. Driver side, rear quarter, don't have anything that needs to be pointed out there. Again, all trim is intact going down the vehicle. Wheel arch, emblems. We also did the matching spoke steering wheel, kind of dope. Front fender looks good. And here's our driver glass. We got a couple little scratches like from wipers and that, but nothing crazy, no cracks. And then as we come down the hood, don't see any dents or anything I need to point out. Front bumper looks good. Chrome is nice and bright. Could have sworn, maybe I'm wrong. Thought this one had like on the bumper filler, it was a piece missing, but maybe I'm tripping. Ah, right here. There's our bumper filler right there. You can tell that needs to be touched up. Let me grab the keys. We will pop the hood and pop the trunk. Super, super clean interior. I know it's not a Broham, so you guys kind of want the leather, but I really like the color as well. Under the hood, nothing special. It's about what you expect. 5.0, power brakes, power steering, and AC does blow cold on this. Let's go ahead and pop this trunk. Nothing crazy. Pans look beautiful. No signs of any rust, no patchwork. This is the OG steering wheel. We just put that in the box in case you want it. Got our service codes, RPOs. Check out the interior now. Beautiful maroon interior. Headliner solid, no sagging. Materials, like I said, everything looks good. I don't have any rips or tears. Carpet appears to be redone, but I could be wrong, but that looks like new carpet to me. Door panels look good, no cracks or ripping. Come on over here. Same with our passenger one and passenger seat. No rips, no tears. Dash does have a cap on it, so looks pretty solid. And again, I believe that's new carpet. So normally you can tell because that will fade just a little bit and it doesn't appear to be faded. So coming on over to the driver's side. Again, seats, interior, not gonna say flawless, but beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No issues here. So give me a second, we're gonna do this test drive. All right, y'all, we'll get started in the test drive in the box. Ooh, she fired right up. Mileage reads 65,747. Left turn, right turn. Lights are on, I can see them off of there. Interior lights came on. horn. I know y'all ain't gonna care about this, but this is super dope to me. Anytime you have an aftermarket steering wheel and the horn works, because so many people skip that. Wipers, good.
I'll probably use.
Radio works. And I know AC blows code because I checked this earlier. AC is good. And that's everything on this one. So give her a quick little ride. Always gotta check the brakes before I get stuck. Hit a little bit of a dip coming out of the garage like we normally do, and the forks didn't rub there, so that gives me a little bit of a good sign. They just pulled off. Also coming up here, you know, anytime you got a change in elevation, them dips, driveways, that's normally where you end up rubbing at. Pretty solid there. Steering feels tight, which is probably because of the wheels. I like it personally. No way to tell if the wheel is aligned properly because of the spokes. She's pulling straight. She's driving straight though with my hands off. Brakes feel good, no issues there. Able to take that turn with no problem. So as of right now, speedometer is working. Tank reads a quarter full, which seems about accurate for our $20. I don't hear any belt squeals. Windows are not rattling in the doors. I will say, if you've never driven a car on fours, you can always feel it just because of one, the extra weight. It's almost like being in a truck, if that makes sense. You can feel the extra weight because of the tires. Well, I'm sorry, the wheels and the tires. This is a good dip. You might have heard a little bit of a rub there. That's because that dip is pretty solid. Motor sounds nice and quiet, nothing special, nothing crazy here. Shifts are smooth. We have no lights on the dash or anything to point out. Doing about 45 now, and you can kind of tell she's not shaking or rattling or anything. So definitely a very, very solid box. In my personal opinion, an ideal candidate for LS swap. I would even keep the seats the same just so that you're different from everybody else, but that's just my opinion. Another turn right here, no problem. So I'm gonna get her on the rack and we are gonna check out. All right, we got the box up on the rack and I can already tell this thing is clean underneath. I don't know if it's gotta be factory coating still. I don't know, but it's super clean. Frame extensions look solid. Our trunk pans look good. At some point in time, the exhaust was done. Factory Timbo rear end, drums in the rear. Again, very, very clean underneath. We're gonna go down the passenger side. Frame is nice and straight. Still got the cats for you emissions guys. Floors look phenomenal. Again, a factory original coating is what it appears to be. Driver side frame looks good, and floor got a little bit of undercoating failing right here, but nothing to be worried about. Solid all the way through. No signs of leak from the oil or trans pan. Disc brakes up in the front. Just came off the test drive, so of course it's still hot under here. And I don't see anything leaking. She was clean underneath. Front bumper, you got a little bit of etching from bug guts in that, so a nice polish with some double aught steel will probably take care of that. 24s all the way around. Tires are new. We had the stickers on them. They might have came off when I was doing the test drive. Very, very clean underneath. Nothing to point out there. Our quarters look solid. We're gonna roll on over here to the driver's side. A little bit of bubbling right there at the bottom. Cladding looks good over here. And let me get over here. You can see a little bit of that sticker still in there on that tire. And there's our fender. Right, if you guys are interested in this box, give us a call, 256-801-4409. Check us out at Rolling Museums on the website and Instagram. As always, appreciate you watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.